My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Aquarius. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing your general love reading, your 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 12 red roses as a token of my love and appreciation for your love, support, and devotion, and for even joining me today. So thank you all so very much for joining me and for supporting my channel. So this 5-card love reading includes how the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, fourth, the past, and fifth, the future. Then I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you, and then a Favole, and then one card from the Tarot Interdit Vampiria French deck. The card number 1 for you is the Sun, Leo energy. You could currently be with a Leo. You could have Leo placements, and this could even be taking place during Leo season. Your opposite sign. Opposites attract, don't they? Okay, so I'm mostly getting, especially the ones who are single, but you could definitely be in a courtship phase. You could definitely either A, be with a Leo, your opposite signs, but it doesn't mean that it's even bad because maybe you have other fire placements, or maybe you guys just magically, romantically click like puzzle pieces together. But what I mostly get for the single ones is either A, you have a lot of strength and confidence, but I feel that even applies for the Aquariuses in a romantic relationship right now. But for the single ones, you have confidence within you, but also a sense of clarity as to where you are, standing regarding any kind of romantic relationships or why you're still in a single position as well. But the Sun is pretty much just kind of like just how people are also drawn towards you, how a lot of humans, they love to just bask in the sunlight. They like to suntan and do whatever it is in the sun, because sun for a lot of humans means good weather. For us vampires, it usually means a nightmare. But outside of that little interlude, the point is I just see either sense of clarity, but I also see a lot of confidence, but that you are pretty much also like a magnetic force that draws people towards you as well. Let's see who the other person could be. Empress, maybe Virgo. This could maybe even be taking place during Virgo season. And what's interesting, Leo, Virgo, this one comes first, Virgo comes afterwards. Now the other person could definitely maybe, will be a new beginning of some kind, maybe fertility, abundance of some kind, or sense of groundedness, realistic, rational individual that pretty much just also has their eyes on you. But maybe this person could also be a little bit nervous or shy to approach you, because if you're a magnetic force that draws a lot of humans to you and stuff like that, this Empress, whoever this person, probably may be also a bit shy or timid to be able to approach you, because she or he, whoever this card represents, has his or her eyes on you. But yet, it's like they are uncertain about whether or not they, want to approach you. So if you actually notice that people actually have their eyes on you, you might want to see, you might want to actually be the one to approach them and to see how they respond to you as well. So you could definitely, be heading off towards, maybe, like having a baby with somebody, maybe your second, third, what so forth, 100% your prerogative on any kind of fledglings for that matter. Because relationship, you get 8 of Pentacles. Now for the single ones in this love reading for today, I see you working incredibly hard, and you're motivated and determined and inspired to want to actually maybe approach this Empress person. But maybe, it's like how that one beautiful saying goes that I've even mentioned to the previous zodiac signs: if you build it, they will come. Maybe you had to do a lot of hard work and a personal makeover to actually draw other humans to you. And maybe, it's like you have somebody who's probably coming from this very beautiful background, and that pretty much is watching you. This person probably has his or her eyes on you and says, I'm attracted to Aquarius, but I don't think I'm good enough for him or her out there. Well, the thing is, it's like, that's the thing, if you're in a stardom position, if you are a magnet to a lot of people, if you just attract so many humans, because of who you are and stuff like that, the thing is, you're pretty much going to get a whole slew of people heading towards you, and there's also going to be people that are just going to be keeping watchful of you, but they also want to approach you, but they feel like that either A, they're not good enough, or that you pretty much are just, probably just too busy with other suitors or courtships as well. Because in the past, you got Hanged Man, Pisces energy. You could currently be with a Pisces, you could have been with a Pisces, But there was a lot of introspection and self-reflection that you were working towards. And that's why what I saw you doing was just giving yourself this makeover. You were actually heading off towards this new beginnings of fertility and abundance, what have you, and stuff like that. Because Eight of Pentacles is definitely about working hard and doing a lot of self-development and self-improvement. Because, you are now a really beautiful, strong magnetic force, because, it's like you could even be the one that actually, gives off this beautiful fertility kind of abundance and new beginning, vibe to other people, because you are working incredibly hard on yourself, because you were actually already planning, your current and future life on how you actually wanted to approach or be seen by other people for that matter. But of course, it's like if you're in a current and long-lasting committed relationship with whoever you're currently with, you did a lot of introspection, and you pretty much, were incredibly motivated to want to work incredibly hard with the Eight of Pentacles in today's reading. Because in the future, you get Queen of Pentacles, a sense of stability, groundedness, realistic. I mean, you could definitely end up with maybe a Virgo, maybe a Taurus, or maybe a Capricorn for that matter. Or this could even still be taking place during any of the future Earth placements for that matter. Maybe you have a lot of Earth placements yourself. But there's also a sense of realistic, rational thinking, groundedness, and also abundance that's going to be taking place in your future. Because the thing is hard work will definitely pay off, because you're in a very beautiful, abundant position, and you're a very bright, shiny, magnetic force and stuff like that. And you pretty much come across as this very loving, caring, nurturing individual, man, woman out there, mother, father, whoever, is watching this video and stuff like that. So you're going to be this very loving and caring, supportive individual, because you just became that person. Well, you built yourself into that person. Because Oracle wants to add supernatural, inexplicable, miraculous, and otherworldly. Yes, the thing is, it's like a magnetic force is like somebody who's kind of otherworldly. I mean, this is interesting because, if you look at these fish, it's kind of like Pisces energy, right? But what this is mostly also talking about is how, it's like you come across as being this otherworldly, miraculous individual, because, you pretty much exude that kind of energy by actually coming across as being the sun, and just thinking, okay, you are just this force that people are just constantly so drawn towards. It's like you are somebody's personal drug, in the sense where they are just so focused and adamant on wanting to be with you, because like you came across, you already worked on that in the past. You came across as actually thinking and looking ahead and thinking, okay, who do I want to become, and how am I going to approach this whole new me in the days and weeks and months to come and stuff like that. And you became like this real otherworldly and miraculous individual. And if you're in a long-term committed relationship, congratulations on achieving that beautiful desired outcome. But if you're still in the singlehood, enjoy the attention. Enjoy having so many suitors out there that are just so drawn towards you. Because Favole wants to continue with Ace of Crosses, also known as Ace of Pentacles. So there's definitely a new offering on the rise, something that will pretty much provide you with so much abundance, maybe a potential engagement ring, or maybe a wedding band for that matter. But what this is mostly talking about is that there's a beautiful new beginning on the rise. And this could be taking place after August 23rd, at the start of Virgo season, or maybe, somewhere in Capricorn season, even after your sign. No, before your sign. Forgive me about that, because afterwards we get Pisces, because it made me think about these fish. But even then, it's like it could take place, around December, January, or even, around April, May for that matter. But either way, there's definitely a new offering taking place. And if you're in a long-lasting committed relationship, you could still be, presented with new, beautiful, big offerings in other ways as well. Okay, now let's finish off with what the French Tarot deck wants to say. 1, 2, 3. So you actually get Eight of Swords, Huit d'Épée. Okay, so what this card is mostly talking about is that you're kind of probably worried about being stuck and directionless in other ways. But why would you be feeling that? Are you feeling a bit uncertain about, I feel like, what I'm getting here? You don't want to be committed. because you're worried about that this commitment is going to, cause you to feel stuck, lost, dazed, confused, and directionless. Because the thing is, you probably enjoy having this magnetic force of drawing a lot of suitors and a lot of courtships towards you and stuff like that. 100% your prerogative. No judgment ever coming from me. If you're worried about just thinking, I really don't want to settle down at all, I would rather be just a rolling stone, I'd rather be a free bird, just a wild animal, just to be able to just do whatever I want, how I want to approach these things. 100% your prerogative, but that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from the Eight of Swords, because so far this looks incredibly beautiful, and maybe you turned yourself into this real, like, demigod or demigoddess for that matter, because you want to actually show how much you're worth, but you just don't want to settle down because you just love having, a lot of humans drawn towards you. But if you're in a long-term committed relationship, I'm wondering why you could potentially receive the Eight of Swords in the sense of feeling lost, stuck, and directionless as well. You might want to look into this because this is kind of like a sense of remorse or regret taking place, but I can't say when or how exactly. But that's kind of, what I'm mostly getting out of today's reading is that, you could be worried about the future as well, of thinking, that you come across as this very beautiful, like demigod, demigoddess individual, and this person was drawn towards you, but yet, you might end up like feeling a bit stuck in the end, but you might want to look into that. Wow, what an interesting reading, but I really did love this for you, to be honest. I really love how you actually, it created this new persona of who you are right now. But anyway, well, thank you so much for joining me today. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going back to general reading, so for now, I'm just doing general and love. But if this reading resonated for you, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys incredibly. I want to wish you all the best of luck. If you want to have a personal reading, there is a link on my YouTube channel that has different types of prices, and it's on the project page tab thing, I think. But either way, if you're ever interested, always subscribe to this channel and post in the little discussion box below that you want a personal reading from me. But otherwise, I want to wish you all the best of luck. Take excellent good care of yourself. Thank you so much again for joining me, and I love you guys incredibly.